Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Lil Hands, Baby P, and we back here. It's another week. That means it's another law we learning. And today we are on Law 6. Law 6. Law 6. Law 6 is court attention at all costs. Now, this is going to be a quick video. You know how we do here. I'm going to just read through my notes, explain what the law means to me and how you can apply it in your own life. So basically, Law 6 is court attention at all costs. So I'm going to write down some of the notes I had, and then we're going to talk about it after. So the first note I wrote is never let yourself get lost in the crowd, then or buried in oblivion, right? Now, before I get into the rest of my notes, kind of what I took this chapter as being is that, you know how they say all publicity is good publicity? Is basically meaning that all attention is good attention. Like the worst type of, you would rather have bad attention on you than to be ignored. And we're going to get to that later in the notes. But my next note says, make yourself a magnet of attention by appearing larger, more colorful, more mysterious than the bland, timid masses. So basically it's like saying that those people that stand out have more power. Even if you're not liked by everyone, even if you can attract people's attention, that's better than being bland and being boring and not being able to get people's attention at all. So you want to always stand out and look large. That makes you feel larger than life. People who are different or who are enigmatic and things like that. So surround your name with the sensation. Oh, why I'm feeling like cussing that. I can't read today. Surround your name with the sensational and the scandalous. I think that's super duper important. That's something I've said that a million times on my YouTube channels. Bad company corrupts good morals. So if you're around bad people, you're gonna end up having their reputations and having their type of publicity. And you don't want to be around bad people with bad reputations. You want to be around people who, like I said, sensational and scandalous. You don't want to be around people who have drama surrounding them, who aren't doing good things, productive things. You want to be around people that's gonna bring the best out of you, because birds of a feather, you know what they say, birds of a feather flock together, bro. So yeah. Do anything to seem larger than life and shine brighter than those around you. That's self-explanatory. You should always want to push the envelope, always want to seem larger than life, you never want to just blend in and be like everyone else. You want to always create something different. That's what I'm trying to do with this channel. That's why I try and step out of my box and do things that's creative and that's different to me and stuff that's never been done before. Better to be slandered and attacked than ignored. That's kind of goes to what I said at the start of the importance of being able to attract people's attention is way better than being ignored. That's why they say bad publicity is better than that's why they say all publicity is good publicity, is that being able to get people's attention means you have some type of power over them. Because if you get someone's attention and it ruins their day, you still have some type of power over them. And in tandem, if you get someone's attention and you can make their day, you still have some type of power over them. But if you can't get my attention at all, that means you don't have any power over me, you know? I hope that's making sense. Next is, to create a crowd, you have to do something different and odd. That's kind of goes back to just standing out. It's important to want to stand out, and you're not going to stand out by blending in and fitting in and doing what's already been done and everything. You have to have something different about you. And the good thing about it is we're all born unique, and we're all different people, and we're all unique, and we're all special. And it's something special about each and every one of us that may be different from you, different from the person watching this, different from whatever it may be. So it's about tapping into that and then finding that, and I don't want to say exaggerating it, but more so exacerbating it and making sure that you put it in the forefront of all of what you're doing, you know? Next bullet point is worst fate of a man who craves. Oh, okay, yeah. So it says the worst fate of a man who craves fame, glory, and power is to be ignored. That's why the whole chapter is called court attention at all costs, is because being able to keep someone's attention fuels that power, fuels that sense of fame and recognition. But being ignored, you don't, bro. If people don't care about you, people aren't checking in on you, people aren't doing this, people aren't just like you're irrelevant to them, you have no power over them. Having power over someone means to be mysterious. When people can't figure you out, when people are intrigued in what you have going on, that's where real power lies. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else. I've been writing notes, bro. Y'all see this? I've been writing my notes, man. All attention works in your favor. That goes back to, like I said earlier at the start, all publicity is good publicity. You want to have, of course, you don't want to have bad publicity. Publicity is so hard to say. Like, say that 5 times fast. That's such a hard word to say. But yeah, All attention works in your favor. Getting attention is what you don't want to, that goes into the next, okay, I'll forget all that. We're going to get into it. But all attention works in your favor. And it says better to create something ugly and disturbing than to have consumers become familiar. I said this in one of the first few laws, probably the third law, I think. Familiarity breeds contempt. When people feel like they figured you out, that's when you lose your power. That's when you lose your, what makes you special, because that's why you got to always keep people on their toes. You never want to reveal too much. You never want to show too much. And you want to always evolve, always recreate yourself and always evolve, so people never feel like they got you figured out, and you always keep their attention, which means you always keep power over them. It's simple. It's that simple. Robert Greene's a genius because the answer is right in front of you. It's just that simple. People feel superior to the person's actions who they can predict. If I know what you're going to do, and if I know what you're thinking, and if I got you figured out, and if you just do, if you're predictable, you have no power over me because I know your next move. But if you don't know my next move, you can't control me. How you going to control me if you don't know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm saying? It's simple. It's that simple to have power over people and situations and things. An air of mystery heightens your presence. We secretly crave enigmas, people or things that cannot be easily interpreted. That just goes to show that if you think of all the people in your life that you're intrigued by, whether it be a love interest or a celebrity or whatever it may be, it's part of it is because you don't really know them. You can't figure them out, so you want to learn more about them, and it intrigues you, and in a sense, it gives them a sense of power over you, you know? And next is the last bullet point is never appear overly greedy for attention. It signals insecurity and drives power away. That's what I was going to say when I said all attention works in your favor, is the fact that, of course, you want to try to court attention at all costs, but you never want to appear too desperate to get attention, and you never want to those type of people that would do anything to get famous, do anything to go viral. No, you want it to just be natural. You want it to be just a part of you being able to create an air of mystery. You want that to be a part of the way you live your life. So that's why how I take it is just kind of like going back to some of the prior laws. Never say too much. Always say less than necessary. Always conceal your intentions. Never just move in silence and do the work behind the scenes. Build your persona. Build up your reputation. Build up your work ethic behind the scenes. And when it's time to show it. But don't show all of it at one time. Show bits and pieces of it, so it leaves people guessing and wanting more. You know what I mean? And always push the envelope forward. Always be creative and just go forward and recreate what you have going on. So that's pretty much the law. It was some good bullet points in that. Let me know what y'all think about that down below. Let me know if that makes sense. I love y'all, man. Lil Hands. I'm gonna see y'all in the next law.